Everyone is afraid. You just one of the ones. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, everyone is afraid because you are one of them ones. See, I need somebody to drop in the comments and say, I was born chosen. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say I was born chosen, all right? Now, I need y'all to understand something. When you are one of those ones, people going to treat you funny. People going to be weird to you. People may persecute you. People may want to throw you underneath the bus, even though they knew or know that you didn't do whatever it is that they are accusing you of. But it just looks better on your name, right? It's better you than them. Family, when you're one of those ones, they're trying to stop you from shining, stop you from outperforming them. But somehow you always outwit and outthink them. Family, drop in the comments and answer these questions for me, if you will, all right? Do people oftentimes try to rush you to speak, talk, or act on something? Drop in the comments, let me know yeah or nay. Do people find themselves removing themselves away from you? No matter how good of a person you are, how much you've helped them, or how valuable you've been, drop in the comments and let me know yeah or nay. And do you ever sense a feeling of hostility whenever you walk around or whenever you enter the room, right? Like you haven't done anything to them. You've been nothing but a good person. You really haven't even exchanged any words with them, let alone anything derogative or negative. Drop in the comments, let me know yeah or nay if this happens to you. Family, I need you to understand something. They are only showing how afraid of you they are. Whether they are afraid of your intellect, your intelligence, your presence, even your identity, who you are as a man or woman. Family, they're showing you without having to tell you that, hey, I am afraid of you. I'm scared of you. And honestly, you make me feel uncomfortable. So they're going to have weird ways of showing it. And I'm not saying that we are excusing this behavior. I'm just letting you know that they are afraid of you. You feel what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. But fam, we're going to talk about it within this video. Everyone is afraid. You're one of the ones. You got to understand it. Matter of fact, drop that down below in the comments. I'm one of them ones. But anyway, y'all be sure to leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Yes, y'all, we're still right here in front of the legendary Great Couch. And for those who watched me earlier on my other channel, Reno Speech Riches, y'all know your boy doing good. I'm feeling fine. Today is a Monday. The sun is out behind me. So y'all know we got a boost of positive energy within the video. But anyway, y'all, how y'all doing? What y'all got going on? What did y'all eat today? Matter of fact, right? For me, y'all, I had some leftover food from yesterday. I think I told y'all, but I'm gonna say it again. Some layered biscuits, ham, macaroni and cheese, and some cabbage. That's what I had today, y'all, as my, I guess I would say my brunch. Okay, but anyway, that's what's going on with me. Y'all drop in the comments. Let me know how y'all feeling. What's going on with y'all. All that jazz, y'all. Y'all the A2 day twos, all right? But anyway, let's get directly into this video. Number one, it's going to be this right here, fam. Forced competition, okay? Forced competition. And for those who are lost, Rena, what we talking about? These are signs of how you know they are afraid of you because you are one of those ones, okay? These are signs of how you know they are afraid of you because you are one of those ones. But number one, forced competition. All right. People try to force you into a competition. So as soon as you come around, they become very braggadocious, very boastful. They become very aggressive towards you for no apparent reason. All right. This is the family member who turns everything into a competition. As soon as you come around in your car, they got to tell you about their car. As soon as you speak about your job, they got to tell you about their job. As soon as you talk about your wife or your husband, they got to tell you about their wife or their husband. The point is, y'all, is that it's that forced competition. But family, when you're not afraid of a person, when you're not afraid of a job or afraid of something, you don't compete with it. You collaborate with it or you learn from it. You get what I'm saying? A lot of times people be in competition with you because they are afraid that you're going to win. You follow me? And most of the times, y'all, you're in this competition that you didn't know about, and you still end up winning. Okay? And so with that being said, y'all, to get right back to it, it's forced. This is a forced competition. You don't want to be at odds with them. You don't have issues with them. You don't want to have a discrepancy or some type of misunderstanding with them. If anything, you're trying to be on the same accord, but they can't, and y'all would not be able to coexist simply because of the forced competition. Everything is a race. Everything is a competition, but they are only masking the fear they have of you. Does that make sense, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Number 2 is going to be this right here, fam. Avoidance. Okay, avoidance. They avoid you by all costs, all right? They remove themselves from you. They speak to you very minimally. They're not trying to be around you. And again, you ain't say nothing bad to them. You haven't gossiped about them. You haven't done anything wrong towards them. Why is that, Reno? Simply because you only had good intentions for them. So everything that they're thinking about is in their minds. Everything that they're trying to place on you is internal. All right. Avoidance is real. People will see you have some type of accomplishment and they'll walk straight past it. Avoidance. People will see you walk in the room. They'll speak to everybody. They'll even speak to an ant. Okay. They'll speak to a cheeseburger before they speak to you. Why? Because that cheeseburger, the ant, does not oppose themselves as a threat. All right. But with yourself, it's a problem. So guess what they do about their problem? They avoid it. I don't want to make eye contact. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be around you. I don't even want to share the same space as you. I'm only here because I have to go to work. I'm only here because of me being an in-law. I'm only here because I have no choice. If I had it my way, I would avoid your entire existence. This is their mindset. You know, it reminds me of most boxing matches today. Y'all remember back in the day, y'all, when Joe Frazier then was fighting, you know, George Foreman, even, you know, Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield days, you know, going all the way back to Sugar Ray Leonard and, you know, man, the Floyd Patterson, you know, who else, y'all? What's his name? Not Joe Frazier. It's so many different great boxers. Anyway, y'all, Sonny Liston, that's who I was talking about. But the point is this right here, y'all. Back in those days, they wasn't avoiding, you know, boxing matches because, oh, he may knock me down to the canvas. Sometimes those guys was fighting like 2-3 times, back-to-back rematches. They were not afraid. Today, I believe these boxers, they're not afraid because, you know, they're punks or they're scary. I believe they are afraid because I don't want to mess up my money. I don't want to mess up my bag. I don't want to lose my fan base. You know, a lot of fights are pre-chosen. You get me? As for in the past, those fights were not pre-chosen. They were like, hey, he's the best. You're considered as the best. So, hey, y'all got to see who's better. You get what I'm saying? But today, there's a lot of avoidance. How does that equate with what I'm saying? Family, a lot of people avoid you because they don't want no smoke with your intelligence. They don't want no smoke with your intellect. They don't want no smoke with you, you know, voicing your opinion. You always say something brilliant. They don't want any smoke with your presence. They don't want no smoke with who you are as a man or a woman. You get what I'm saying, y'all? So, of course, they will avoid you at all costs, just like how modern-day boxers avoid the other modern-day boxers. Back in the day, y'all, yeah, Joe Frazier was not ducking Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was not ducking George Foreman. Whoever is the best, if I consider myself as better, I'm about to go up against them, okay? Number 3, it's going to be this right here, fam. Your success offends them, okay? Your success offends them. Family, can you imagine, since we're talking about boxing, I'll make another boxing analogy, but can you imagine if Muhammad Ali was jealous or offended by Mike Tyson, right? I mean, it would be so weird because, number one, and God bless the dead, by the way, but number one, Muhammad Ali, you had your time already, man. You already had your time. Then number 2, you are considered a great. You a juggernaut in the boxing world, right? Which, by the way, Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson were great friends, and I believe it was a great mentee relationship, by the way. However, y'all, I'm just saying, if you could imagine it, right, it wouldn't make any sense. Why would a goat be offended by another upcoming goat? You get what I'm saying? You must not be really the goat, right? You must not be really the problem you say you are. You must not be really the best. You follow me? And so, family, it goes right back to this situation. Your success offends them. They can't be as successful as they are, making themselves out to be. They can't be as happy and peaceful as they are making themselves to be. They can't be as polished and great and good as they are making themselves out to be if they are offended by your success. They should be clapping for your success. A lot of people wonder why I haven't become successful yet, why I haven't had my financial breakthrough, why I haven't been able to get to the next level. That's because you're not happy for the people whose God is blessing around you. All right, the people who's being blessed by God around you. Rather, the point is, y'all, is that when you become happy for other people, then you will be placed in the same position as those other individuals, so that they can be happy for you whenever your time comes. All right. The point is, y'all, is that if your success offends people or offends them, this is a clear indication that you are one of those ones and they are afraid of you. Number 4, it's going to be this right here, fam. Backhanded praises, okay? Backhanded praises. So they may compliment you in public or right in front of your face, but behind your back, y'all, in private, they're speaking negatively about you. They're trying to lower your value. So they may say something like, you did a great job, you did an amazing project, or you sung that song. They may say it in front of your face, but behind your back, they lowering your value. They telling people that, oh, she missed a note, or he could have matched that belt better with those shoes. Whatever it is, they're giving you the compliment in front of your face, and they're saying it in a sarcastic, humorous way, right? To where it's almost slick, to where you won't even be able to see it or hear it. But behind your back, y'all, that sarcasm is coming out as straight up and down disrespect. You get what I'm saying, y'all? It's backhanded praises, all right? So be aware of that. If you get those backhanded praises, this is a clear indication that they are afraid of you, all right? Number 5, y'all, the last thing is going to be this right here. They need allies, all right? They need allies. When a person needs friends and coalition allies and people to conjoin them and people to help them and people to pour into what they have going on against you, they're not really big and bad. Yeah, somebody drop in the comments and say, you ain't that bad. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, you ain't that bad. They're not that big and bad and bold the way they're trying to portray themselves if they need allies, all right? Somebody said, or there's a famous quote, all right? It says, real G's move in silence like lasagna. I'm just being honest, right? Real G's move in silence like lasagna. And it could not have been any further from a lie, all right? I need y'all to understand something, y'all. Real G's don't need an audience. Real G's don't need people to do their dirty work for them. Real G's are not looking for people to recruit. They do it by themselves. They handle their own business. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Hypothetically speaking, if there were ever another World War, right? I think that would be World War III, 4, something like that. Anyway, y'all get the point. I'm sure America is going to need some what? Allies. I'm sure other countries are going to need what? Allies. If you ask me, they ain't really that bad, because if you were really that strong and that powerful, you would have enough, artillery, weaponry, layout, landscape, plan, people, soldier, whatever that you need to win this war instead of recruiting other individuals. That's just my own opinion. However, y'all, I'm saying the same thing in this scenario with yourself. They not that bad. They need allies. They need people to conjoin with them to help bring one man or one woman down. Okay? And so with that being said, y'all, this lets you know that they are afraid and that you are one of them ones. They're not playing with you. All right? Therefore, they're going to recruit other individuals who can help bring you down, all right? But with that being said, fam, we're going to go ahead and do a recap and then we'll conclude this video. But number one, forced competition is the first sign. Number two, avoidance. Number three, your success offends them. Number four, backhanded praises. And number five, y'all, they need allies, okay? With that being said, fam, y'all be sure to get you a Yes Sir t-shirt, Yes Sir hoodie, book a one-on-one session with your boy, and you can check out any one of my books. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.